Hey everybody, I got my new Tupac sweatshirt on. I got bullied into buying. You'll hear all about it on the TV show right now. Tune in. Hey, I'm coming to a city near you. Washington, D.C., you just missed me. You stink. I got other cities, though. Well, we got St. Paul, Minnesota, La Jolla, California, Pleasanton, California, Sacramento, California. There's a lot more, but I just keep reading and reading, and you know I don't like reading. Tickets at CraigConant.com. Tune in to the podcast right now. Like, subscribe, and review. I love you, honeydew. And I'm just rhyming with poo. Too long. I love you. Tune in right now. What the hell's going on over here? Why are you wearing your sunglasses, Craig? Because I've been looking old and Hollywood's gotten to me. I gotta hide the wrinkles somehow. Hey, everybody. I'm here to let you know that it's not too late. Look at these wrinkles. I tell you what, I'm aging gracefully and I feel fine and comfortable in my own skin until I watch my own podcast. And then I go, hey, where'd that tooth go? Where'd that motherfucking tooth go? I treated myself to some Ray-Bans because somebody stole mine in Texas off the top of a toilet.
Oh.
I left them there, but they still took them. That's neither here nor there. Oh, sad times when you lose a good item. Ooh. Oh. I should have brushed my teeth for this. I always brush my teeth. What is up with doo-doo breath? You just keep brushing. You keep brushing. I'm a good breath kind of guy. I have mints. I know I'm missing a tooth, but I still brush my teeth. And I took care of it. Yeah.
Tongue scraper.
I have that. I do that. That's
that was
a must.
A game changer for me.
People, I know I spoke of it a lot, but get yourself a tongue scraper. Copper tongue scraper or steel. None of that plastic bullshit. And you're welcome. Gets rid of the caca breath. I am just chilling today. I don't know what's going on. If I'm a Buddha master, give it a slam. There you go. Oh, it's broken. I don't get it. He's messing with the door behind him. It won't latch because this apartment has had it. I'll tell you what, Chris. Do I not live in the best location on earth?
It's great.
But this shit is crickety, man. Just fucking walls just like... You're like, I don't remember that being puffy paint. You know? You're just like, when did this pop out? When did water get in my wall? Everything is just not that nice. If I'm being real honest. Not like the closet doors, they didn't paint them. There's like one of those little the door won't latch shut, so they got those two little circular screws that just have that hook latch in, like something on a toddler's drawer, like something you saw in kindergarten to latch the drawer shut for the toys. That's what they used on my closet because it won't shut.
I don't think it'll shut because it's been painted over so many times.
Yeah,
like the paint's too thick.
It's like, people invest in your stuff. I know I'm just a renter, but it's just like, how much is new closet doors? It couldn't be that much. Those are OG from 1954, and they don't work anymore. For those of you listening, not watching, we're not showing you what I'm talking about either. I'm just kidding. We'll edit it in. Just old. It just looks like a pirate's. Looks like a ship. I am by the beach. Yeah. So my next goal is to level up into the same location but nicer walls, less puffy paint, less leaky roof. And it feels like every 6 months a pipe bursts around here. One by one, it got all three of us. Or 3 out of 4. Only one it didn't hit. No. You don't got to film it the whole time.
Just want a close up on the lock.
Gotcha. That's funny. Just 45-minute footage of you filming the door. I'm like, that's not the type of show I'm trying to produce here. It's like, look at this dust particle fly in front of the lock. This guy filmed the lock for 14 minutes straight. Anyhow, I am grateful. I am so grateful for the termites in my garage. You tell the guy that owns the place, and he's just, he'll never listen to this. He's fucking an idiot. He's so dumb. It's like, I'm just trying to prevent you from having astronomical problems, as well as I live here. It's so hard to get a garage door opener and maybe a termite guy. Heavens forbid the fucking wood collapses on my... Maybe I'll get the property. I won't sue you, but just give me this. Land. This best corner on earth. Anyhow, we're off to a hot. I'm grateful for my dilapidated home. And I went to Tupac right here. Ooh. I went to Wake Me When I'm Free. It's a Tupac art exhibit / museum. It's a hybrid of thing. It's very, very, very nice. I am a Tupac fanatic, and yeah, I fucking loved it, of course. But even if you do not, you just get some. There's a reason he's so loved. Like, you learn about shit. This shit made me cry. He was on set of a movie. Damn it, I forgot which one. It had to have been Poetic Justice. I don't know. Anyways, it was one of them. He had 6, I think. He did so much. He died at 25. Anyways, he was on the set of a film. Little kid hit him up. His manager said the guy's got muscular dystrophy. He's not doing so hot. He wants to meet you. So he called him up. He said, hey, I'm on set. And he's like, And then I guess it was exchanged. The kid doesn't have that much time. So he said to the director, I got to go. He flew to where this kid was. Hung out with him for a couple of days. I can't talk. Dropped on my head by myself, and then he left. And then the kid died 45 minutes after Tupac left. Like, he was just hanging on to hang out with Tupac, and I was just in there like with 100 strangers just going, this fucking no. Should have worn my sunglasses. It was dark in there. Wouldn't have made sense. They'd be like, he's crying or high on PCP. Because who wears sunglasses in a dark room? Yeah, and you're just like, that was the type of dude he was. And he did all sorts of shit like that, but low-key, not on... I just shared that Instagram tweet meme with Jim Carrey's like, hey, it's good to feed the whole... It's good to feed... I can't talk. It's good to feed the homeless. Stop filming it, you fucks. Just do it out of the kindness of your heart, not for likes on the gram. And yeah, it's just also kind of gross to film you. It's good. I'm not saying don't do it, but it's just weird. Isn't it weird to film you giving a pie to a homeless man?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, man. I don't know why it's weird. It's just weird. It just changes the reasons you're doing it, it feels like. Whether you have good intentions or not, you're still doing a good deed. I do recognize that, but it's just weird. Anyways, he would do all sorts of shit like that. No paparazzi. And like I just went, but it was overwhelming. You could go 3-4 times and not do it all, because it publishes every page of his notebook. You can sit there and read all that shit. He had plans to a restaurant. I should have took a picture of that. He had sandwiches, drinks, busboy. He listed each employee he had. Like down to the detail. It was just funny. It's like, you're working on restaurants and how many busboys you got? You're a rapper and an actor. It's just funny. He was just and he visited this, I believe, this little girl that got attacked by a pit bull or a dog, and he just went and visited her and stayed in contact, and never, no press, no nothing. He did lots of shit like that. And he changed the name of his publishing company because it was supposed to be called Ghetto Gospel. But the kid that passed, the muscular dystrophy, his name was Joshua. So he butchering these words. Should have smoked some weed. He changed the name to Joshua's Dream. And I knew a lot of shit about Pac, but I learned some more. I did not learn why his mother broke. And that was because of constant harassment from the FBI. Ain't that some shit? You read what went down and you're just like, she was facing, something insane, 150 years or 200 years. It was in the hundreds. Does it matter after 100, you know?
Yeah.
You're 375 years. Just say 100, motherfucker. Jesus. And they were, it was called the Black Panthers 21. 21 members were arrested, but there was no like real case or charge or anything. They were all held in prison for well over a year. And she was a lawyer and would fight for the Black Panther Party and was released to represent them. And she was all pregnant with Tupac while this was going on. She's on trial for 150 years with Tupac in her belly. This is crazy shit. And I didn't know about all that, but I didn't know how frivolous. They went to trial and the jury found him not guilty in 45 minutes because there was no case. They weren't doing anything wrong. And they just were targeted and held in prison. It's just crazy. It was crazy. It's also crazy that every single member of the Black Panther Party was assassinated. It's so crazy. True leader and member. They just got taken out. And you're just like, where's the documentaries on that? There's a couple. None mainstream though. Just like, oh my God. Look into that stuff. Rabbit holes for days. Anyways, if you represent freedom and independence, don't. They'll fucking get you. You're like, wait a minute. There's some gangsters. They wouldn't take no shit. People think the Black Panther Party is some radical shit. It was a solution to horrible problems. They were just tired of the policing and brutally. So they would say like, all right, we're the police now. And they would call the Black Panther Party like, you better act right, you know. Calling this motherfucker to knock you out if you drink too much. And lay your hand on your lady. I'm calling the Black Panthers. Wow, what a time to be alive. My mom was alive during all that shit. She wasn't a member, though. She was a square lady. It must have been fascinating to see happening, you know. Wild time. Civil rights movement. I mean, it's still happening right now. What is that? 50 years later? Isn't that wild shit? I think Martin Luther King Jr. was 1,000,000 years ago. Feels like it. Shit, honestly, 2 years ago feels like 1,000,000 years ago. Whew. What the fuck was that last 2 years? When was MLK assassinated? Found guilty. United States government was found guilty for the assassination of Martin Luther King. Civilly, not criminally. Isn't that crazy? Martin Luther King Jr. When was he assassinated? 1969? 68. 2 thumbs up for the Tupac exhibit. Go see it. It's in downtown LA at LA Live. It's fantastic. They got a dude outside selling merch. That's a little cheap, a little ghetto. I almost bought a jacket, but it wasn't my size and it was cheap. It was so cheap, but it was so cool. It was so cool. It was like my Vans green jacket with the Tupac sewed on like a patch on the front and the back. Except, you know, he got it at like the blank at like the dollar store. You could just tell. You're like, oh my God, how cheap is this shit? But I still almost bought it. My heavens. And, the merch incident. So, first of all, none of the merch was like that dope. There was like a couple things. There was like 2 things that were dope. One wasn't my style. Still was dope though. And then I asked for this in a large and they didn't have it. So then they had a medium hanging. They only had a few display ones. So I was like, I don't really want a medium, but I'll try it on, you know. So I try it on, and it fits. I'm a skinny guy. But I don't like medium. I like a little loose. And then what if it shrinks, you know? I'm such an old man. What if it shrinks? It's too small. I hate snug shit. If you're a man, how do you wear snug shit? Get the fuck out of here. I'm not big or buff or none of that. But if you wear a snug shirt, it's like you're a schmuck. Get a bigger shirt. And if you wear too big of a shirt, you're a schmuck too. Get a normal fucking size shirt. These idiots in these giant t-shirts. They look like children in their father's t-shirt going to bed when you're 6 years old. And then the snug motherfuckers, it's like you're not that buff. And if you are, you'd still look better in a slightly larger t-shirt. Nope. If it's bunching up in your armpits, that is too small. You understand me? If you get the bunch, if you get a wedgie in your armpit, that is too small. Knock it off. Everyone dressed like me. There's a new world order coming, and it's mine, and it's the appropriately sized t-shirt movement. And so I try on the display sweatshirt, this one, and the lady, Sadie's waiting at the register, and we're deciding whether I want this shit or not. And the lady watches me put it on. I put it all the way on, and then I take it all the way off. And then when it was all the way off, she then says, if you try it on, you have to buy it.
What?
He has to buy it now. And I wanted it. And they're lucky because she made me not want it though. Because of that. I was like, I wanted it and it fit, and I actually was going to buy it. But because you said that, it makes me want to be like, no. What are you going to do? You going to fucking pin me down and force the credit card out of my wallet? I'll walk out, bitch. It's just like crazy. It's just like, oh, I don't even know. They might have said protocol. And I was like, no one's wearing a mask in here. And there's a TJ Maxx across the street. There's not a dressing room in the country that says you got to buy that.
Yeah.
You nuts, lady. Your policies. Tupac was a real one. He wouldn't care about this. Unbelievable. I got it because I wanted it. But still, you're just like... Oh, and then another incident. Man, yesterday was a beautiful day. Sadie and I went to Tupac exhibit in downtown LA, and then we're already down there. So we went to Grand Central Market Station, whatever. And it's a little hub of good food, Mexican, Chinese, Thai, donut, pie, cookie, all that shit. Greek deli. Oh, it's good. And then it's right by Ross Cutlery, and I went to the knife store. I didn't buy a knife. I got enough knives. I was just given 2 knives. Got one right here. Thanks, Ben Hernandez. This thing's cool. I saw the price check on it. It said it was like $250. This fool gave me a $200 knife. God bless you. $250. It was foof. Katana. Anyways, I didn't buy a knife. That was so hard. I don't need one. They're just beautiful. What the fuck is wrong with me? Just fascinated with shit. Knives and rocks. I'm a caveman. I'm a fucking caveman. No, I need to take a survival class. Aliens are going to invade us. They're going to cyber attack us soon. Something not good. I'm just joking. It's all fluffy clouds. Nobody would ever do none of that stuff. Better get your cans of beans. Better get some water. Oh, man. Better get your toilet paper, you stupid fucks. Go wipe your ass with a leaf. Get some water. Yeah, animals. Just joking. All's good. No problem at all. There's no wars. None of that's happening. Do. And then, so we're leaving the parking garage. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I got a heavy dose of instant karma from the old God Almighty up there, but I didn't let Sadie know. Boo, will you shut the fuck up? This cat won't get in the shot. She just heckles me from just come sit on my lap, boo. I should have brought treats. I wear a bright color to be different, and I feel weird in it. I like white. I'm a white t-shirt guy. This is the high society. It's a cool shirt, though.
Yeah, I like that color.
Yeah, everybody does. Except I wear it, and I feel in my head, I'm like, it's not white. I have to wear black t-shirts or white t-shirts, and if I wear anything else, I get in my head because I'm a psychopath. Anyhow, you ready for some instant karma? I parked in the parking structure where they charge you money to park in a parking structure in downtown LA. I think that's just wrong. You shouldn't have to pay for parking. I just spent $50, $80, $100 in the building on all this stupid foods and snacks to make my lady happy, to make sure she puts her ass in my face later, And so the guy in front of me pays. So the loophole of that is, I already told you what it is. If you just fucking tailgate this motherfucker, the arm won't hit you. It has sensors. So it goes down, it scares you, but it goes, ngang. And even if it does hit you, I drive a Kia Optima. I don't really give a fuck. And usually it always has that foam thing on it because they don't want any lawsuits to ding a Rolls Royce, And I don't have that. And so homie goes through, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this. It was an expensive day. We're going to not do this. So I just follow him out. The arm comes down. Good thing old Space Cadet Sadie wasn't paying attention, didn't notice any of that. So now I'm right behind the guy, and I'm hovering on his ass because I got to make it, And then he's turning left onto the street. But it's like a sharp turn, and he can't make the first lane, and there's a car right here, so he's just kind of stuck. So he reverses it, and then I honk. He doesn't know I'm this far behind him because I did a bad thing. And then he hits me, and you hear a little crunch. And I was like, oh, God damn it. I was like, I should have just paid. I should have paid the $3.50.
I thought it was like $20. I didn't.
Oh, no. It was free under an hour and a half, and it was $2 after that or something like that. And I was like, I am not paying $3.50. It's $4, Get the fuck out of here. I just spent $7 on a slice of pie. Think I'm going to grease a little $4 extra out of me? That's $11 plus the gordita and the taco and the Thai curry rice shit. Plus a snickerdoodle at $3. You don't think I snuck another sweet in there? You best believe I wanted a donut from the donut man on the way out, but we were at capacity in the old Tum Tum. I need some psyllium husk. I need a colonoscopy. Is that where the... Colonic. A big difference. I need a colonic. I need to clean out the bowels. And anyways, he hit me, and I didn't want to deal with it. And I just took off. And I just hit and ran him. He hit me, but I ran. He hit me. And I just said, not today, sir. I got a sticker on my car. Thank you, 5-Star Wraps, Irvine, California. Go get your car wrapped so when you get hit, you just run. I got a sticker. What are you going to... You didn't scuff my paint. You scuffed my sticker. I put a little sticker over the sticker. It's fine. It's fine. You're welcome. And then, I didn't tell Sadie any of that.
She didn't notice?
That I went under the arm? No, she was on the TikTok. She's got the TikTok gaze. It's always on the TikTok. These kids, man. Crazy, crazy times. No, I've definitely done so many hit and runs, but I didn't run that time. I thought he was gonna run, and he pulled over, and then we looked at it, and there was no real damage. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. And then he said he didn't speak correctly either. He said some shit that pissed me off, just like Tupac. Now that was different. But he said it's your fault. So but we don't have to go through the insurance. He said something like it's your fault.
Yeah.
And I was like, you were in reverse, you know?
Yeah.
I said like, hey, I don't want to deal with this. Let's just go home. And then he said, yeah, because it's your fault. And then I was like, then it was the same shit like, hey, like, you hit me. You don't know that I ran through the arm. You didn't see that. You don't know I know that God did this for my little $4 petty, spite. My little bitchness, my ego saying, I'm not paying for that. Got me this. But you don't know that, And then he said it again. And I was like, hey, man, are you listening to what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying I want to go home. I don't want to do this. There's no damage. And I was, and you keep saying it's my fault. I was like, you reversed. You hit me. And then he's like, no, that's not what I'm saying. He goes, what I'm saying is to the insurance company, it'll look like your fault. I was like, yeah, why don't you say it like that? He didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, my bad. And I was just like, oh, you fucking idiot. Like, I literally said, let's go home. And you're like, nah, it's your fault. And I'm like, what? I'm giving you the out. And it fucking baffled me, bro. I had to tell him though. I was like, you realize what I was just like, it got weird. I got angry. I ain't gonna lie. So he's like, what's happening out there? I was like, I don't know. I'm trying to go home. This guy keeps blaming me. So yeah, I got angry. It's like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. I said, hey, do you want to go home and not deal with this? Or do you want an accident that you did? Anyways. Moral of the story, should have stayed for one more slice of pie. Get that diabetes. My mom's diabetic now. She earned it. She earned it. I'm gonna start saying no refunds, no exchanges. I got 2 people I know that I sold hoodies to, and they want to exchange the size, which is fine. I have no problem, but just the logistics of that. I'm like, yeah, come over. We'll go to the garage. Come on in. I'm not at the mall. You just fucking stop by or leave me alone. My dad's friend, he keeps bugging me. And I'm just like, yeah, come over. I'm right here. Got a garage full of sizes. It's just like, it's just funny. I don't mind it, but it's just like, I don't know how to get it done. I'll meet you at Nordstrom's. Bring your receipt. Meet me at Macy's. Jesus. It's like, okay. That's a good policy. You want a refund? Meet me at my garage. Wednesdays only. Noon to 1. That's it. Fucking Christ almighty. Sometimes just take the loss, guys. I'm not Lockheed Martin. Just give me the 50. Let me have it. Let me feed whatever new addiction I find. Now I've been responsible. I'm pretty good at saving money. As you know, the old baller on a budget. Oh, I look back. I just was looking at my old tax statements, and if you're watching that was all real. I cannot understand how little money I made and survived and kind of thrived. It didn't even make sense. Like,
yeah, I can't imagine.
What was that? It just had a money multiplier. Like, I don't understand it. I still don't. I was selling no drugs, no fireworks at that time, no illegal hustle whatsoever. How did I do it?
Are you spending a lot more now that you make a lot more?
Yes, but not. The only thing I feel kind of guilty of, I spend money. The only dumb shit I spend on money on that's not that dumb is like food. Because I'll go to restaurants more and treat myself more and not care, which is awesome. I've always wanted that and I've earned that, and I've been fucking poor my whole life, so who cares? But the poor boy in me, indoctrinated in me, goes, no, you can't afford that salmon. Get the cheap fried chicken sandwich. It's like, you can get the fucking salmon. Get whatever you want. Also with and just everything, not to bring that up, but just enjoy it while you have it, because when stuff's taken away, that money you saved on not getting the salmon, you can't even buy the salmon at that restaurant anymore or whatever, But obviously, don't blow it on stupid. Like, my knife collection is getting stupid, but I haven't actually purchased a knife in years. That's mostly gifts and over a lot of years, so that's not even that bad. But if I just spent $300, $400, $500 at the knife shop, then I feel like I'm an asshole and an idiot. Like, why? I do enjoy it, but it's like, it just, the part of me is like, you don't need it. That's how I've operated. Do you need it? Do you need it? Do you need it? No? Then don't get it. And I leveled up some stuff, like a fucking new TV, but that was literally the first TV I've ever purchased in my life, and I didn't get the $3,000-$4,000 model. I got the $750 model because I'm just like, and it's the same. It's fine. I couldn't even fucking tell you the difference with your little extra plasma. You sick over there, you little stinker?
I got asthma, or no, allergies.
Oh, you got allergies.
Real bad.
Chris is bringing again. It's all right. Don't worry, I'm about to travel. I'll bring it around. He doesn't have everybody. These are jokes. Oh, the word.
Oh, yeah.
Is that legal now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Do you think you could ever be so rich that you'll have a room full of knives?
Yes. Yes. Guilt-free.
Yeah.
The knife room. Followed by the gun basement. Followed by the bazooka balcony. And the rifle rooftop. What a lunatic. I just want a man cave. Something about that shit. I grew up on Tim the Toolman Taylor, I like tools, gadgets. I love that shit. Just fucking survival gear. I want to take all those survival classes. How to drink your own urine and enjoy it. Maybe not that far, but just how to survive off the land. It's fun. I've always wanted a little ranch, a little retreat. You got to do the nature. Thank God I lived this close to fucking the beach, because if I didn't, I wouldn't see nature. That's nature, but it's not like nature. I'm not in the woods. But yeah, you gotta go on a hike. You gotta do that stuff. It's good for the soul. Hang on, I had more. Did I finish all my thoughts? I had some thoughts. Thoughts. Can anybody focus anymore? I don't think so. The whole world is just like, squirrel. Squirrely. What happened? Aluminum. Fluoride.
At least there's no more lead in the gasoline.
And that's why I drink lead water. Unleaded. Yeah, there was lead in gasoline. Isn't that nuts? There was lead in paint. There's still lead in children's toys. Thank you, China. God bless. I don't really know the history of lead other than it causes cancer, and it was in a lot of stuff. And who put that in there?
Well, I think the amount of mental illness inside like city limits drastically went down after they took the lead out of the gasoline.
Really?
There was just crazy people from too much lead in the air.
Oh my!
And life expectancy went up quite a bit.
God, we suck. Let me just hotbox a city with a chemical that makes people insane and kills them. We'll make you insane, and the rest will kill you. Nah, I don't know if it worked out that way, but I mean, come on. I just don't understand why everything kills you. Why? 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 Is that such a crazy thing to ask? Hey, chemicals, why are you in everything and why do you kill us? Why? Why? Who put you in that? Who put arsenic in coffee? I just so happens to be addicted to coffee. And there's arsenic in it, so be it. What is in coffee? I saw the label at the Winchell's Donut House. Warning, if you're pregnant, this may cause cancer. And I said, coffee gives you cancer? And the guy said, well, it's just a little bit. We have to put that up there for pregnant ladies. And I'm like, oh, great. I'm not quitting coffee. Looks like I'll have to drink more mud water. In California, they must write a warning label on coffee.
Something called acrylamide.
Acrylamide, there it is.
It's a potentially harmful chemical formed during the coffee bean roasting process.
Yep, not going to quit coffee. I'll take that one to the chin because it's coffee, you know.
Yeah, there's plenty of studies that track coffee use and say that it's overall healthy for you.
Oh, have you seen that TikTok of the guy saying coffee makes you blind?
Mm-mm.
And then he found one. It was done very well. He said the internet's crazy because you could find anything. He goes, watch this. Coffee makes you blind. And he Googles it. And he's like, it fucking does. And then he goes, watch this. Coffee makes your eyesight better. And then he goes, it's fucking. He's like, and it's just true. You're just like, this is bullshit. This is crazy. Which one is it? How am I supposed to navigate? Unbelievable. I'll tell you how you navigate. You just live your life. Try to be organic for the most part. And eat the cake. It'll go to your hips, but so what? Nobody's grabbing them anyways, Marsha. I'm just joking. I don't know a Marsha. If there's one Marsha. Hey! Hey, I pulled that from the Brady Bunch. And if it does go to your hips, good, because fucking hips are good. Hips are good. Guys like hips, women like hips, everyone likes hips. Whatever the fuck you are. Everybody loves a hip. And if you ain't into hips, you're a little bitch. You went a little skinny bit, get out of here. That's out. Kim Kardashian is in. Nobody wants to grab Pete Davidson by the hips, but everybody wants to grab Kim Kardashian by the hips. I don't know what happened during that last sentence there, but I started talking funny. Oh, God, help us. This has been today's episode of Community Service. Hey, I hit pause. Uh-oh. Houses. Oh, always, this is not good news. Oh. Well, Washington, D.C.'s ticket sales are in, and that's not good. That's always a disturbing text to read. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Ticket sales are really low. Enjoy your podcast. That's why you don't read text during a podcast. Hey, Washington, D.C., you're not doing good. You better do something else. I'm running a fucking advertisement. I don't know what else to do. Some cities, you get no love. Some cities, you get all the love. I don't know. I never really toured I went to Washington, D.C. that one time, but that was the only time, you know. It's also random where you'll just hit. Like I went to Roysford and that shit was lit. Philly too. Philly was lit. I've never been there. It was packed. That was cool. Washington D.C. Not so much. Not so much. Boy, I have to fix that. I have to hit up my famous friends. Hey, tweet me.
How does one go about doing like the morning radio there?
I'll do any morning radio ever. It's on my people to get me that shit.
Because that's like the old school way to do it.
Yeah, it does actually work. Just not. It just depends. I've done a handful of morning radio, and every time like one or two people do come. But it's not like you're gonna sell out. But it does work. People do show up. Yeah, it's cool. There's a reason advertising exists, because it fucking works. It works so well. It's so annoying. Well, it's not working in Washington, D.C. I'll get to posting. Grrr. All right, keep it positive. Fucking crikey. In your head. As I keep navigating my career of stand-up comedy, I cannot help but keep thinking, this shit is so hard. It's so hard. And I'm doing very well at it. And I've got mountains and mountains to climb. But I don't have a day job. I do stand up. I do what I love and I make money at it. And that's insane, because I made it. That's hard. It's very hard to make it to that level. But yeah, now that the next level, I see these motherfuckers getting rich, and I was like, oh, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I want all the salmon. I want fish. It's my favorite dish. Without no money, it's just a wish. That's Eric B. and Rakim.
Okay, I was going to say that was
Thinking of a master plan. Come on. Damn, that song's fire. Well, Craig. We got to go back. You got to go back to the drawing board and reinvent the wheel. So many times. So many plans. Oh, readjust. Retarget. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, it's exhausting. Oh, yeah. Speaking of that, bettering yourself. I'm in a writing class, and I'm taking some crowd work shit. Getting some coaching and some mentoring. I got to stop telling these drunk motherfuckers to shut the fuck up, bitch. Because that can turn the audience on you.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it? I know. I don't lead off with "shut the fuck up, bitch." That's usually the third time. It's the blood has boiled by then. The trick is to not let the blood boil. But they're so hammered and they just won't shut the fuck up. But I have to do it in better ways. And I have been growing, but I need more. I need more. And writing class and some coaching. And here we go. We're back at it. Denzel's got an acting coach. Tiger Woods got a golf swing coach. It's just your ego doesn't want, I got this. I don't need that. You know what? You probably don't need it, but it doesn't hurt. It only helps. So why not?
Probably forces you to just do it more.
Yeah, that's what it does. It's like, I do write, and I do work on shit on stage, and I try stuff out. But nothing will accelerate that process more like having accountability and having to show up for something. Did you do your homework? And we all know. But this is different. It's for what you love, so you will actually do it, and you'll actually show up. as opposed if it's just homework for geometry and you don't fucking like geometry and you're not even going to do architect shit. So you don't need it. Geometry. I got beef with you. Trapezoids. Octagon. Rhombus. Trapezoid.
Said that one.
Did I?
Yeah.
No. That was the first one. Damn it. I already ran out of shape.
You hated geometry.
Oval. Hexagon. Ninagon. Nexagon. You silly goose. Give it up for sweet, sweet pocket knives. So cool. It's the cutest little mini katana. Depressing text. Hey, Craig, you're not doing so good. You want to cancel one of them? Consolidate? No. I'm sorry. Don't they have a built-in audience? I'll do the job. I'll be funny. Oh, boy. Life's easy. It's all easy. So easy.
This Washington, D.C., didn't this come out of nowhere, too?
It's last minute.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And I always say yes. Make it happen, Captain. Hey, do you want this last minute Fallout date that this person didn't want and bailed because they probably booked a sitcom or whatever reason? Or the little bitch and there was a chill in the air and they went, ah. It's what? There was times where shit, like there was a cough and people would cancel whole weekends. And I was just like, all right, you did the right thing, but did you? Anyhow, yeah, I get a lot of those. And when it is last minute and, you know, it's not much time to promote when you get a week out, 2 weeks out, it's not really on me. It's just a shit show to begin with. And if you don't have an insane amount of fame or viral, but even then, it's just every market's different. Like I told you, I've sold some shit out. That's cool. That's surprising. That's amazing. I can't wait till that's the norm, you know? And I sell some tickets for sure. And then sometimes not so much. Yeah. Those ones sting a little bit. Ain't gonna lie. You just go, oh, ouch. But it's like, I've never been here before. I'm not, I got to get in some movies. Which one is it? It's that one. It's this one. I've been doing this one the whole time. Jesus. Yeah. You still got to smile with your missing tooth. That's all you got to say about that. Got to go see Tupac. Hang on, I had something. Those eventful stuff. Car accidents, diarrhea. What else, Chris?
Did you play dodgeball this week?
Oh, God, yes. I played some dodgeball. My team's terrible. My team stinks. I said we should change the name. Did I say this?
No.
I said we should change the name of our dodgeball team to Let's Get One, meaning let's win one match. Let's just win one, because it goes in matches, you know?
Yeah.
You play for 55 minutes, and it's victory. So it's like 1-1, 2-1, 3-1. So far, we've gotten one 2 weeks in a row. It's like 5-1, 4-1. Let's get one. We stink, man. Oh, boy. Notes. That's what I was doing. Get out of the depressing text messages. I feel like I did all of these. These are old. This one just says the government fucked It does. It says funk. The government funked me 9 times in my lifetime. You know. And I remember this thought.
I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah. The government has fucked us 3 to 5 times in our lifetime, you know.
Oh, you're saying all of us, not just you.
All like like our age group.
Yeah.
Like just being this old, you've been fucked over 3, 4, 5 times by our government when they bail out corporations and not the American people every single time. And it's just funny because you look at old people, like I always looked at my dad and like, oh, you're just an old crazy guy. But now it's because he's been fucked over by the government 19 times. And by that time you just go, you know, you just go nuts because it's nothing new. You're just like, what? Yeah, let's bail out Goldman Sachs for the 4th time. Old homeless Pete don't need it. He needs it. Homeless Harry needs it. Goldman Sachs does not. They caused the problem and profited the whole time and got bailed out for it. Insanity. No wonder they all just turned into Tasmanian devils of anger. Oh. They're right. This whole time I thought he was a crazy bastard old man. He was right the whole time. Unbelievable. This feels like a bad M. Night Shyamalan movie. You zoom out and you're like, oh no, I was on the wrong side the whole time. No, Bill Maher said it best, and I'm not the biggest Bill Maher fan at all. Most of the time I want to slap him. Just smug. Just me. Is that you Google Schwarmy and it's his face. Did I say that right?
Smarmy, I think.
Schmarmy. What did I say?
You said schwarmy, which is
shawarma. His face looks like shawarma.
It's true.
Well, that's delicious. Don't say that. Schmarming. This guy just meh. But he said I was left, I was woke, I was this, and then you changed the definition and what that meant, and it's like, well, where are you going? I'm right here. I never left. I stayed the same. Y'all went to Cuckoosville, and I was like, that's true. It's true. It's true. Woke. Anyhow, I say peace and love and freedom. And get some guns and water and beans. Plant your own food. And arm up. I stand with USA and USA for Ukraine. I don't want to talk about that. I was reading the news and it's just what is it anymore? You know, those 3 stories that popped up instantly all came out to be false. So it's like, what am I reading here? Is this true? Is this happening? Is this real? And then you see shit on the internet that's like horrible on both sides. And the poor people are the ones that pay always. This is crazy shit. Anyways. Rich fucks hit the buttons. Poor people take the bullets. All sides. Listen to Working Class Hero by John Lennon. You're welcome. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. And it's just more lyrics like that and guys like him. It's just crazy that those lyrics are so timeless. You just listen to them, you're like, is it right now? No, it's just the same problem as it.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking problem. No war. Smiles. The beans. Just think of the beans. Anyhow. And that's it. I'm out of ideas. Let me channel. I can't get high though. I got a class.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's good.
I can't get high, Chris.
That's great.
I'm being responsible.
Hey, look at it. Look at it. There it is.
I only took 4 puffs today. This note just says thanks. It just says thanks. I swear to God. It's one word, thanks.
It always seems like someone else writes your notes, and then you try to figure out who wrote it and why.
Yeah.
You stare at it, and you're like, this one just says, but.
I did that one when I had to sleep with PP Aunt in Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one. Stinkerton. I think I'm going to name my son Stinkerton. Stinkerton Conant. He's half Mexican. That's why I named him Stinkerton. Because Mexico stinks. That sounds fucked up and racist. But it kind of does. Every time I visit, there's just... Shout out to America for its infrastructure and plumbing. Because when you travel to other countries, it's not a priority. Things go wrong often. Especially with Mexican plumbing. In Mexico. I won't say that about Mexican plumbing in the States. Does a body good. In Mexico, shit gets clogged. Also, too, I know I haven't traveled the world extensively, but I know a lot of travel motherfuckers. Hot water is not standard in a lot of countries. Do you know that? Like just hot water heaters?
Yeah.
They just take cold showers. And there's no GMOs and no pesticides. And they're not depressed and not that fat. Unless they live near the Coca-Cola factory. Then they get that diabetes on tap. You know what I'm saying? Then they get little chubettes. Little Funyun eyes, you know. If your kid's got the Funyun eyes, stop giving them Cheetos, man. Give them a carrot. Leave them in the woods with a knife. He'll lose some weight. Great Conant is a monster. He told my fat child to go to the woods. I said, yeah, that's right. He's got Cheeto eyes, lady. You gave him the Cheetos. Let's get him away from you. You did it. He's going to say yes to Cheetos. Have you tasted a Cheeto? He isn't. Yeah. Shout out to all the parents giving children whatever the fuck they want because they know best. Sugar. Give your kid too much sugar. See what happens. They're going to go nuts. Sugar is the best drug on earth. I tell you what, I got so much sugar in you want to see my bricks? I got bricks of this shit. I got chocolate peanut butter sugar. I got Girl Scout sugar. I got Reese's sugar. What other kind of sugar? I got cereal. Cereal's nothing but sugar. People think it's healthy as sugar. Put that milk, that sugar on the sugar. You have a whole big bowl of sugar. Yeah. Why am I doing this? Whew. This little fucking schmedium. Old cocksucker. You gotta buy it now.
They should have that. It should be posted.
And she watched me put it on.
Yeah.
She never said stop. Whatever. I wanted it. I don't regret it. I would have regretted not getting it out of spite. No. I would have pulled a Larry David and then tried to sneak in later to buy it. I'm not buying it now because you told me to. But 15 minutes, I'll take it. When your shift changes, I'll take it, please. Well, everybody, I didn't break a pinky. I didn't lose a tooth this week. Little anticlimactic. I know. It can't always be this. My body thanks you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, universe, God. Universe, God. That's what it is. Thank you, energy. Now, can you please stop all this nonsense going on out there? Organic farming. Let's go back. Let's change every landscape to fruit. Let's get diarrhea, everybody. Who wants too much pineapple? I do. Solutions are simple. What do you need? You need food. You need water. So grow your own food. Water in California, good luck. Good luck. There ain't none. There ain't none. Comes from up north. Wait till they turn that off. Boy, it's getting dark again. Just kidding. They won't turn it off. Everybody loves LA. LA is the most hated place on earth. Everyone talks shit.
Yeah.
I was listening to old Tupac interviews on the YouTube after going to the museum, just unseen. I now understand. I listened to some rare. It was like a phone interview with a radio station back in the day, and it wasn't even meant for the air. It was like just between him and the guy, and he spilled the beans on why he hated Biggie. And after he said what he said, I kind of understand it. Even though Biggie had no part in setting him up, Pac said that. He's like, I don't believe Biggie set me up at all. But what he said was, I went to the studio to hang out, like with all the, Puff, and he hung out with all of them, Lil C's and I don't know about Lox and Junior Mafia. They may have came later, but he hung out with Biggie for sure. And Pac was big and Biggie was not. And Biggie was this guy, and Biggie used to open up for Pac on his shows, and he put him on when no New York people were putting Big on. So Pac was vouching for Biggie before the New York cats were vouching for Biggie. So he's like, I'm putting up on my shit, and I'm teaching them all the game. And he said, rap for the girls and not the dudes, and that's how you blow up. And then he said, I went to the studio to meet up with them, and I was set up in the lobby, and he said he had two Glocks on him, and he said that his boys that they were with that were Biggie's boys knew it was a setup because they said, get down, and they got down, and he said all they had to do would like grab the motherfucker, and he had his pistols. And he said they didn't. They just got down. They didn't help him. And then he went to fight. And when he pulled the strap, they shot him up 5 times. And it was just supposed to be a robbery. But he's like, I ain't going out like no bitch. I had to fight. And so he says all that. And I didn't know none of that. And he got shot 5 times. And then he went up in the studio. And he thought he just got shot once. But he wanted to get away from that. So he's like, went up. And then everyone saw him. They're like, ah! He shot 5 times. They took him to the hospital. But then he didn't feel safe, so he checked himself out there. Because he's like, fuck this. There's a hit on him or some shit. So the reason he was so upset with Biggie, because he said, hey, Biggie, like, what happened? Your friends, they're affiliated. They know what happened. In the street world, what went down. Homie, the gangsters. And then Biggie never would give him an answer. Even though the guy who did it was friends with Biggie. Even though Biggie played no part in it, he wouldn't give Tupac information on the guy who did it. And he's like, that's not how you do it. And he said, he's like, I ain't into snitching, but like we were on a different level. That's not snitching. He's like, that's like, hey, these dudes got you. That's looking out. Now you go get them. And he's like, that's why. And then he said, I fucked this bitch, and I did these songs, and I did that. Because after he did that, he's like, you won't help me? You know nothing. You won't point me in the direction of anyone that knows anything about me getting shot 5 times in your studio by your homeboys. You know nothing. And then that's when I was like, oh. Because I love Biggie too, Obviously, I love Tupac a little bit more. I got fucking murals and shrines and shit. But I love Biggie. I fucking love Biggie, but I now understand it a little bit more. I thought Pac just went nuts and was fed wrong information. But after hearing that interview, I was like, that makes sense. It's just like, you knew he knew something. It's like, give him something. But I guess it would have meant him ratting on another boy. But it's like, he shot him. And that's your boy too. That's not ratting. That's just like, y'all need to handle business. That's between y'all. That's what you get for shooting, motherfucker. Here he comes. Anyways, that was a fascinating interview. It's quite wild. Who wouldn't be angry if they're shot 5 times in the lobby of the studio when they're going to hang out with you? Whether you played a part in that or not, I would hate you too. Just because I got shot while going to meet, even if it was for a cup of coffee, I'm like, no, Lund. We're done. We're done. I got shot on the way to meet with you. I am retired from our friendship because God sent me bullets to say, hey, no. Wow. Anyways, go down the Tupac rabbit hole. The man was brilliant. Brief. We're just going to talk about Tupac the whole time. I went to his museum. So he was born in New York, Brooklyn, and his mother was a powerful, strong black woman who organized. She was a lawyer, a paralegal, and she organized community organization, food kitchens, legal aid, housing. She was a leader. And then I told you, through constant harassment of the FBI, she kept losing her jobs. She like broke. They broke her, and she lost all her job, all her income. This was a leader that set up shit to help hundreds, thousands of people, and now all of a sudden she can't take care of herself. That's what I learned during this beautiful art museum exhibit thing. And you're just like, God damn, I didn't know none of that, And so she kept moving. She kept getting harassed and losing all her jobs. And then she moved from New York to Baltimore, and she still was had money. And he went to a fancy school where he met Jada Pinkett Smith, and that's where he learned how to act. And then she lost her job after it said constant harassment of the FBI. They wouldn't relinquish. They just let her go. Just kept getting her fired from every fucking job she got. And then she moved to Oakland, and then they live in the hood, and then she got on drugs, and then she was down, and then they had to get her out of there, and she moved back in with some family back east, and now had to be taken care of. And then Tupac stayed in Oakland, just couch surfed until he got into Digital Underground with Shock G. I do the Humpty Hump. Oh, and then he blew up. And then that's that. He did all his shit by 25. Recorded, like somebody listed it, and when you look at it, it's like Tupac recorded 6 albums, has 325 unreleased songs, and starred in 6 films. He was active in the business for 4 years. You're just like, what? 5 years. I think his debut album was 1991, 92. And he died in 96. That's insane. Let's look that up. I'm ashamed I don't know that. It was Tupacalypse Now. And I think it was 1991. Yeah, 91. Wow. 5 years. That's wild. Do. This episode is just going to be called Tupac. I love Tupac. I love Biggie too. I love them all. And I understand their beef. And that's all unfortunate. I wish they both were alive and they were friends.
Just imagine what each of them would have done.
I know.
With that extra
Biggie
time.
was the best too. It's like how they take out the best. The best of the best. She took out Superman and Batman. Man. Ant-Man ain't the same. Get the fuck out of my way, little yachty. You don't hit the same. But there's Peacemaker. Get the fuck out of here. I hear that's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Bah. Well, everybody, I love you all. I hope my voice is soothing you to sleep. I hope I made you laugh. Hope it made you shart, come, fart. I hope all the things. Do I have any poo-poo stories? I'm running out. I'm getting my life together. Well, we are getting older, so maybe we'll see.
I ate halal guys yesterday, and it's been bothering me for the last 12 hours. So
It's so good.
yeah,
Where is it now? That's
there's one in Koreatown that I had delivered.
Oh, that's too far. That's why.
Yeah, I don't know where. I mean, I just used too much of that hot sauce.
What a shame that West Hollywood location shut down. That was the spot, man.
If you could get it made.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, man. It is so hard to get good employees. How are we gonna function as a society if the guy can't even make a chicken wrap? That's what my brain was doing right there. I was getting angry. Like, how can you fuck up a chicken wrap? It's lettuce, chicken, sauce. We would go there every day, and it was so good. And it just depends who made it. You're just like, how are people this inept? Tsunami, just come already. Volcanoes, I don't want to wait for the new world order to reset. Nature, you just do it. Just get it over with. I can't take this. We can't even get a chicken sandwich. Plastic ocean, plastic tits, plastic people. Everything's fucking plastic. Whatever happened to copper, man? Whatever happened to a good tin, a canteen? I don't need a water bottle. I've been using a canteen since The Outlaw and Josie Wales. Clint Eastwood. It's fucking all hogwash. Hogwash. Yeah, I said it. I said golly last week. I said hogwash this week. You know what I said? To the guy, I was a little stoned for Tupac exhibit. I forgot this part. The security guy, he said, how? He said, hello. And I said, howdy doody. And then the next security guy, he just started laughing. He goes, did you say howdy doody? And I started laughing. I said, I did. I said, I'm high, man. I don't know why I said it. And then me and Sadie were just cracking up. It's like, howdy doody. He's like, what does that even mean? I said, I'm pretty sure it was an old Western show from the 50s. And then I Googled it, and it was from 1947. It was a puppet howdy doody. And I say it sometimes as a greeting. Not at, I don't, why? Did you say that? Is that a
No,
thing?
but it has the word duty in it, so it just seems like...
There it is. There it is, folks. The apple does not fall from the tree. I didn't say that right. The apple doesn't fall far from the duty. That one was on purpose. The first one wasn't. But I digress. That's what this podcast should be called. Say all the sayings wrong. Every saying that's ever existed, I say it wrong. Howdy doody. Anyhow. Yep. That's it, folks. We're ending. I love you all. Thank you very much. We got some guests coming up. I got some homies. We got Eddie Ift, OG, and who's that say right there? I know we got Sean Polofsky and Vicky Barbalecki. Oh, fuck. How do you say her name? Got some OGs. Triple OGs. Some divas. Yeah, I said it, Eddie. You're a diva. And, yeah, I love you all. I'm coming to a city near you. Tickets on the website. Tweet, share, review, love, like. The algorithms are caca. I give up. Then that's okay. Serenity now and sanity later. That's a Seinfeld quote. Know your history. I love y'all. Thank you so much. Keep your head up out there. Just don't look at the war. I know it's over there. Just go, no. I go fishing. Good luck. I love you all. Peace and good night. Good morning. Good morning. Bye-bye.